Seba CJ Wellsmore skates. They retail for around $550 US. They come with Seba frames and CJ Wellsmore wheels, along with Twincam titanium bearings. The boots are made of a carbon fiber shell with protective material outside. They have an integrated liner with memory foam for a custom fit. The footbeds are removable, as well as the internal shock absorber. One of the unique things about the Seba CJ Wellsmore skate is that the frame mounts directly to the boot using only the UFS bolts. This means that they should be more responsive and can offer a much lower ride height than many other skates. Before I skated them for the first time, I had to modify the sole plates for my wish frames to fit properly with 72mm wheels. This only took a few minutes with a Dremel. I took them to my local skate park to see how they felt. So far so good. So these are a size 10. I had a size 10 Aeon and then size 11 shifts and size 11 SLs. These fit fine. They're a little snug, to be honest. I feel like they'll break in a little bit, as I say every time I try new skates. They're nice and responsive. I feel like I could tighten them up a little bit more. My foot's moving around a little bit inside. But yeah, I mean, I do an edge. It feels kind of like hockey skates, right? Where you just can adjust a little bit and the skate adjusts really quickly versus like a shift, which is more pillowy, like it kind of squishes. So when you adjust, you have a little bit of wiggle room before your frame and wheels actually turn. The shock absorber, it's pretty small, but I'm not having that same problem that I had on the Aeons. They feel fine. Really no concerns there. I might want to try new footbeds just to see if it makes a difference, but I think the stock ones are pretty good, to be honest. So soles don't feel like a problem. I mean, they're fast, they're smooth. I didn't have any problems locking on. They're just, as expected, you jump on and you slide, no big deal. The sole is a little thinner than the Aeons and the shifts. I don't know how much, but definitely by a few mils. So the fact that you can sandwich that sole and it's not really being used to mount the frame means that that sole plate can be whatever material they want, which is super interesting. With most skates, you've got to have the same material for the sole as you do that's mounting the UFS frame to it, and that's super limiting, But with these, I mean, it's just like a big grind plate that gets smushed between the frame and the boot. It's really, really interesting. I was a little timid to be starting. I just didn't trust it. I knew it was going to be fast, but yeah, as soon as I started committing and really squatting on my my back foot, putting that front foot out, it felt okay. Not as solid as my my shift. I don't know if it's just the angle is lower than with the shift, or that big sole maybe has something to do with it. But yeah, it was good. Well, they slide for top acid. I would say they're probably, I say this every review, they're probably just as easy on any skate for me because I'm really bad at topside tricks. I felt like, I don't know, with the stiffness of the boot and the small sole, I thought it was going to be more difficult than other skates, but it is equally difficult for me on these and the shifts and the Aeons. To be honest, I think I skated better in the shifts and did topside tricks. That might be due to the bigger sole and they're more flexible, but the fact that I can actually topside on this and to the point where I'm feeling confident enough that I can come off fakie. I mean, that's saying something. It just means that, you know, you won't have a problem doing top sides. It won't be easy, but you won't have a problem. Yeah, I'm really surprised. I expected these to be stiff and like unforgiving, you know, having to land tricks perfectly, and I guarantee you I'm not landing any tricks perfectly. They just feel great, man. They feel really great. Like, they bend at the right place, they're super light, they're super responsive, they feel like, I don't know, they're just, yeah, I'm really impressed so far.
Over the next few months, I tried different frame setups with the Seba CJ boot. I found that the boots performed well for all styles of skating, whether flatland, transitions, or grinds.
The Seba CJ Wellsmore skates are absolutely incredible. They're everything that I loved in the USD Aeon, but are UFS, so I can switch them up for whatever style of skating I plan on doing. The boot is light and comfortable, and I can skate for the entire day without my feet getting sore. Are they the perfect skates? Not quite. The price is pretty high for most people. Now, you can get them boot only and save a little bit of money, but most people aren't going to want to spend more than $300 on a pair of skates. When I tried putting the ground control frames on the sole plate, they didn't fit. Apparently this is a known issue within the skating community, but it's unfortunate that you have to modify your sole plate in order to fit some frames. Overall, I love the CJ Wellsmore boot, and I plan on keeping them as my daily skate for as long as possible. They're perfect for the way that I like to skate, and can be configured for whatever setup I want to try. The carbon fiber boot is a luxury item, but it's absolutely worth the money.